Hello everyone, I'm meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 9 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. And we've got news out of Martin County, where police are asking for your help in locating a missing person. And you're seeing on your screen, Travis Mason, again, has been reported missing. Deputies say 51-year-old was last seen by family members at the Speedway gas station in Robertsonville on Thursday, July 3rd. Mason was seen wearing a gray shirt, red pants, and black and white shoes. Deputies say Mason is 6 feet 1 inch tall and weighs around 150 pounds. If you've seen Mason, please call the Martin County Sheriff's Office at 252-789-4500. Again, you can find that number at the bottom of your screen. Now, as we inch our way closer to the return of President Trump's tariffs, there is a lot of wrangling going on around the globe in order to avoid such steep reciprocal tariffs that had been introduced previously. NBC's Garrett Hake has more on the president's negotiation strategies with many of the open markets across the world.
Overnight, Russia launching a fierce attack against Ukraine, firing a record number of drones into the country, Ukraine says. Just hours after President Trump flashed frustration at Russian President Vladimir Putin for defying calls to end the war during a cabinet meeting Tuesday.
We get a lot of bull thrown at us by Putin, for you want to know the truth. He's very nice all the time, but it turns out to be meaningless.
The president, who as a candidate repeatedly said he'd end the war there on day one of his presidency, now says he's reviewing a bipartisan sanctions package against Russia. And asked about the Pentagon's pause of weapons shipments to Ukraine last week.
Did you approve of that pause?
We wanted to put defensive weapons, so we're sending some defensive weapons to Ukraine, and I've approved that.
So who ordered the pause last week?
I don't know. What did you tell me?
NBC News has reported that suspending the weapons shipment was a unilateral step by Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, according to congressional sources and a U.S. official. The sources say Hegseth has ordered pauses twice before. In both cases, his actions reversed days later. And President Trump making another foreign policy move overnight, once again ramping up his global trade war, announcing he'll send letters to at least 7 countries today, on top of 14 filed Monday, that set new tariff rates for each nation if they don't negotiate new trade deals with the U.S. this month.
Mostly it's just a little number in there. You'll pay 25%, 35%. We have some at 60, 70.
The president abandoning the 90 deals in 90 days goal set by the White House when his so-called reciprocal tariffs were first unveiled, then paused back in April, in favor of unilaterally deciding import tax rates and posting them in letters.
We can't meet with 200 countries. You have to do it in a more general way, but it's a very good way. It's a better way. It's a more powerful way.
And again, that was NBC's Garrett Hake reporting. We now want to turn our attention to your weather forecast. Today, still warm. It is still warm. We just probably aren't going to be quite as warm as where we were yesterday, which I know I'm certainly happy about. We will get toasty right now, already at 84 degrees along the Neuse River in New Bern. South-southwesterly wind at 11 miles an hour, helping keep that humidity high. Right now, dew points in the upper 70s, making 84. Feel more like 94. Do want to say good morning to William Harris. Hopefully you're having a great start to your Wednesday. William, a little bit of cloud cover right now over New Bern. Again, not going to be lasting all day long. We will enjoy mostly sunny skies through most of the day, but there will be periods again of cloudiness kind of rolling by. Think of the clouds as a coolant, giving you a little bit of a break from the sunshine that would only increase your air temperatures even further. So try to see it as a good thing. Right now, most of us around the low 80s, a few of us still in the upper 70s, and a few of us also in the mid 80s. But as we head into the afternoon, again, we will be getting back into the low 90s for many inland areas. Folks along the coast anticipate, I would say, the upper 80s for your highs today. Southwesterly winds continue to come in at a fairly healthy clip at around 7 to 15 miles an hour. It is going to, again, be another breezy day, but not so much that you're really going, the winds aren't going to be causing any damage. It's just going to help that flow of heat and humidity hold across eastern North Carolina. And that should help power yet again another round of some afternoon showers and storms. Now, yesterday's round really wasn't all that impressive. We saw some action over on the west side of I-95 and close to the interstate, but didn't see a whole lot of rain on the eastern side of I-95. That may change today as the sea breeze front is expected to be a little bit more impactful, giving us a better chance of, again, some of those pop-up showers and storms. And then we transition from a sea breeze front coming up later, I'd say early afternoon, later on this evening, that kind of rolls itself into the prefrontal showers brought in by Thursday's cold front. Now, there will be several rounds of rain on Thursday. I believe the heaviest will come as we head into the afternoon and evening, but we will have some morning showers present as we head out the door for your Thursday morning commute. But here again is a look at some of those showers really starting to increase over the region by 2 p.m. Seeing a little bit more yellow, red, and the green spots are starting to spread out a little bit more. That pattern continues as we head towards 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night. And then the rain showers really just continue as we head through Thursday night and extend into Friday. It all, again, comes with a very slow-moving frontal boundary that ahead of it, the atmosphere is going to be very unstable. Now, if we were to see this cold front increase in forward movement speed, we'd be talking about a better threat of severe storms. But because of its slow-moving nature, the instability that's out ahead of it is really just going to create, again, those pop-up showers and downpours that will keep us wet pretty much through Thursday, and then that front fully moves across the east coming up on Friday. And that is, again, when we are expecting to see kind of the finishing rain of the week. It will be heavy at times, but there by the time we wake up early Friday morning, that front will be right along the coast, pulling away from the east very slowly, but there will still be some lingering showers because of that frontal position. And it's just too close for us to say, all right, we're going to be dry. There will again be lingering showers as we head through your Friday. And then those raindrops, or at least rain chances, I should say, really start to come down through your Saturday as well as Sunday and into Monday and Tuesday of next week. But with every decrease in your rain chances, we see an increase in air temperatures. So again, be careful what you wish for. I know a lot of people always hope for, just give me the sunny, the dry days. I don't want to have to worry about the rain. All right, but then you're going to be talking about some more heat that, again, may be feeling a slight uncomfortable feeling as we head into the afternoon. Now, I do want to say good morning to Amanda Bloom as well, along with William Harris. Thank you both so much for joining me over on Facebook. If you would like to join the conversation, feel free. We got it over on Facebook, and wherever we are live streaming, I do what I can to make sure I see you guys and, of course, address your questions, as that is the most important. But that's all we have time for today's 9 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, I hope you all have a wonderful Wednesday.
This hour of the WITN First Alert Desk is sponsored by ENC Pirate Realty.